Good.
This podcast supports an autosave feature. Please do not turn off your device when you see the autosave icon. Hey everybody. Hey everybody. How you doing? I'm here with another save file of the Autosave Podcast. I'm here with Crash. I couldn't think of a name this week. Fist Fight.
And I'm here with the entire goddamn Milky Way galaxy.
Oh, it's because my name looks like Kaz Milk on the goddamn starting soon thing.
It's funny.
It is. It's Kaz Milk.
It's charming. Name. It's charming.
Charming name, Kaz Milk. What's up, Crash? How you been, brother?
Man, I'll tell you what.
Do tell me what.
I'm tired.
Yeah, you sound tired, dude.
You look tired. That was mean. I'm sorry. You don't look tired. Dashing.
Thank you. I see we're both wearing hoodies.
It's cold.
Yeah,
In the basement.
I have my window open because it was actually kind of warm.
A lot of moving around, you know.
Yeah, it's been a pretty busy week. Avengers came out yesterday. Did you see
I
it
haven't
yet?
seen it yet. I haven't.
I'm seeing it tomorrow morning, so I will spoil it for you tomorrow.
We looked for tickets for today, and every from the 9 a.m.
Yeah.
to 11 p.m. was sold out.
Really?
Unless we wanted to share one seat at the very front, we could have done that, but
You could have. Do they have those love seats?
no.
Oh, got a little.
We could. I would have sat on her lap.
Ooh, yeah. She would have put her junk through the popcorn.
Yep.
Gross.
Classic move.
Classic. Have you watched the Chappelle Show recently? Rewatched any of the Chappelle Show?
Not well. Yeah, I did.
There was the one. I think
one.
one of the first episodes was great men in history or something like that.
Oh,
it was
yeah.
the
The
first
guy that invented the cutting the hole in the bottom of the popcorn technique.
It's my dick in the corn. Yeah, it's that guy.
Oh, man, what a special time.
Yeah. So for those of you who are listening this week, unfortunately, we kind of started this a little late. We unfortunately could not get a top 10 going for this week. Because let me tell you a little story about why this took us so long to get this episode up.
Tell them.
So I built my PC in February. I put all this money into it. I got me a GeForce GTX 1070. I got me 4 sticks of 8 gigabyte Corsair RAM. So I have 32 gigs of RAM. I have 2 hard drives. I have 3 hard drives. Really, Are you just saying noises after everything I say? Are you like my weird nerd hype man?
I'm hyping you up.
You sound like the dude from Wacky Races.
The guy who owns Muttley. I was trying to be a part of that rap group of Migos.
Migos?
No, Migos. That's another version of them.
Okay. But so I have a 256 solid state. I have 2 extra hard drives, a 2 terabyte and a 3 terabyte to hold all my games and all my media. So I have this great case. It's got LEDs. I have this great PC that I built. So it was running well. It was at a point where, for some reason, when I tried to run the updates, it would hit a snag and then it would fail the update. And every time I would restart my computer, it would try to do the update and it would say something failed, rolling back, changes. So I could never get the updates. And that means anytime I installed a program that needed a restart, it needed to restart, but it wouldn't apply anything because it would always roll back those changes. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to format my hard drive again. And guess what I had on my hard drive? OBS Studio. All of my fucking autosave stuff. So if you guys are watching us on Twitch, you'll see our all new overlay we got going on here. And then if you noticed on our starting soon screen, and we're actually going to be posting this on our Instagram and stuff for people to watch, the photos that are behind us of me and Crash were drawn by Crash himself. So take a audio bow. A round of applause to you, my friend. They look good.
It was fun. It was really hard, but they don't.
You know what? It's kind of in the same. I feel like it'd be in the same vein of me making all the overlays and stuff, like putting all of it together. Like, it's fun to do. It's challenging. It's rewarding. But then you're like, God, what else? I had so much fun. I want to do something else with it. Now, what do I draw now?
Yeah. Look, I see a lot of things I would be doing differently. But,
Yeah.
It is what it is. I got a little Surface Pro that I use for.
I love the Surface Pro. I wish I had a Surface Pro.
Sketchbook.
Yeah.
Don't worry, mine's still not paid off, so it's all good.
Oh yeah,
Best Buy credit cards.
I had a Best Buy credit card for my MacBook Pro when I went to school, but other than that, so yeah, I had to reinstall Windows, and then everything was going smooth. I had the programs reinstalled. This was 2 days ago. I was like, I'm going to, I have everything reinstalled. I just have to put everything into OBS, easy peasy, and. So what's today? Saturday. So Thursday night, I was watching a movie on my Plex. I started a download on my computer, and I was like, you know what? This is going to finish. I'm just going to go to sleep. I wake up, go to work, come home, and something is frozen. It won't unfreeze. I go to restart my computer. It's dead. Like, it wouldn't go past the motherboard screen, like the Asus screen. So I had to boot into the BIOS, get out of the BIOS. It would go into the thing again. So I ended up having to restart it again. So 2 which turned into 3 computer resets later. We have a late podcast. We have a cool new background. I think it all worked for the best.
I think it's all good.
Oh,
Hopefully next week you only have to reboot it like twice.
yeah. Hopefully 3 times if I'm lucky.
Hell yeah.
But we got so needless to say, we have less news than normal today. So
we got some topics though. We do. I actually got something that I really want to discuss. One thing about Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice. I'm still chunking away at that. I've gotten 2 platinum trophies since last week.
Oh, you know what? Let's hit me with all of that. Hit me with the crash course.
You want the crash course?
I do.
I can't remember. I tweeted it out on our Twitter account, the Autosave Podcast at twitter.net. Whatever it is.
Except for it's at Autosave Pod.
At Autosave Pod.
Yeah, I'm here. I got your back.
Where is it? Here we go. I tweeted this out on the 22nd. So
that was 6 days ago.
So yeah, I must have 22nd. We must have done it either way. Oh no, we haven't talked about it yet.
No, we haven't.
So I recently rediscovered my passion and love for Hotline Miami.
Ooh, yeah, that game is so much fun.
Yes,
it's hard, but I like the visuals. I love the soundtrack of it, and it's just a solid game.
Yeah, the soundtrack is I fucks with that.
You fucks with it.
I fucks with it. And so I had it on PC. I played the first one when it came out.
I did not play the first one, and I got the second one on PS4, I believe.
Yeah. So I beat the first one on PC way long ago. 2 came out in like 2015, and I never finished it. And I was like, I think we were playing one night, and I was like, you know what, I want to play Hotline Miami, but I'll get it on PS4 because that's what I play it on. And I just got hooked. I couldn't stop. I started playing, and I think it only took me like 2 days. It's not
48
not hard.
hours of gameplay. It's a long game.
Pretty much straight, yeah. It's really not all that difficult to platinum the first one. There's a couple more difficult. Like, you got to get an A+ on every level, which can get difficult. The second game, I don't know. There's like a hard mode you got to beat it on, and then there's 24 levels. On that one? I'm probably not going to. I just beat it today. I'm probably not going to try to get the platinum, but there are some trophies that I'm going to try to get. Mainly because there's just a whole lot of other stuff that I need to play.
Yeah, like, one being Sekiro, the other being Sekiro. Oh no, you platinum New Dawn. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
And you have like a giant wall of games behind you.
Yeah,
that you probably should get to something.
There's a lot to get to, but I really, dude, Far Cry New Dawn. I don't know what these.
That soundtrack is so good.
It's. Die Antwoord is
Die Antwoord.
Die Antwoord. That sounded German. They're not German. They're great, man. Listen to them because it's the weirdest shit, and it's so good. It's so weird. It's so good. It's just really, it's really excellent. The whole soundtrack is really good.
Especially
I got a problem.
The Highwayman music.
Oh, I know. Hell yeah.
When you get into the car, like you don't expect. What is it? Run them jewels.
Run the jewels. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good song.
It is a good song.
It was funny because Sarah, my wife, was like, she's like, "What did they just grab your Spotify playlist?" And I'm like, "Yeah, probably."
Yeah. You don't expect it's like you're driving in the car, and I was actually playing it today for a little bit, and I jumped in a car and I was driving, and I was getting chased by people. Like they were chasing me. I was like, I don't feel like fighting these guys. I gotta go to this area, do this mission. And as soon as I hop in the car, all of a sudden, Run Them Jewels comes on, and like all of a sudden, this fucking truck smashes my truck in the back, and then it's just like I feel like I'm in like a chase scene in a movie. It's like Run Them Jewels fast, and it's like I'm just booking it, and then I have to turn around and shoot these dudes. And if you guys haven't played, we can't talk about New Dawn enough. I mean, this might as well be a New Dawn podcast.
Well, I got some stuff to say about it though.
Okay.
I'm gonna do a bit of a crash course.
Bit of a crash course.
So the biggest issue that I have, of course, naturally.
Cool.
The biggest issue that I have is honestly with like reviews lately, and this is actually going to tie into Days Gone because I bought Days Gone and I was playing that. Um, Overall, like it just feels like critics really shit on this game. Like they weren't
Yeah, I don't
expecting
get
it
it.
to be like a 10 to 12 hour expansion. It came out at $40, which is kind of perfect for that because I got it on sale for 20, which is even better.
I think I did too, actually. Yeah,
Um,
yeah. No, I did. I did.
so it's very similar to 5, and that's
There
okay.
is there is one major difference, which is the like the they kind of added RPG elements where you hit the enemies and they give you like
Right.
number hit points as opposed to like they give you health bars too, but it's numbered.
I
You
didn't think that I was gonna like that. I
I
did.
didn't either.
I was like, I don't think I'm gonna want to do that.
There's
But
a weird satisfaction. Like me and Crash actually played this last night to help him get his platinum. Was it last night we did the co-op, or was it 2 nights ago?
yeah, it was last night.
I helped him. We did a co-op. We did a couple expedition missions just so he can get his platinum, and I actually got the achievement too, or trophy. But I actually was able to go into your prosperity, your main town there, and build weapons from the highest tier, the elite tier that you had unlocked and I don't have unlocked yet. So I took him back
That's
to my
really
game.
weird.
Yeah, I'm so glad because I got that bow and arrow and I got a silenced assault rifle.
If I
And
could have crafted all the weapons for you, I would have, because obviously
I
I
don't think
wasn't.
you can
I didn't
craft them.
need
I
'em.
think that I think I have to craft them with the materials that I get from your game. Like I have to craft them while I'm in your session. But I took those back to my game, and there's just something supremely satisfying about hitting a tier 3 guy with an elite weapon and getting 1200 crit
Yeah,
and just like
you can.
overkilling him, and you're just like there's just something so like even if he didn't have health like numbered health and I killed him that hard, like you wouldn't know. I would just thought I would just insta kill them. Cool,
Yeah,
insta kill. But you see the overkill, and you're just like, that's like in
yeah.
Final Fantasy when you see overkill. I think I
Hmm.
can't remember which one it was, but it said overkill,
That's
and you're like,
Final
oh,
Fantasy X.
was it 10?
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's something
So
satisfying about that.
what's cool about it is like a lot of people like review sites said it was like, oh, RPG elements. Well, it really wasn't. It was just a higher tier weapon did more
It
damage.
was kind of like
There was
looter
no number
shooter
crunching.
elements,
Yes,
except for
it
you don't loot.
there, and they weren't. It was the same kind of combat as 5. Like the shooting and killing didn't feel any different.
No, it
They
didn't.
just added some numbers and they made the guns do less damage. So
Yeah,
as long as you were the same level or higher, it was the same. It really, they didn't add much bullet sponge to it, which is really good.
yeah,
Um, the villains, which I'm sure you've met because you meet them at the beginning.
yeah.
Again, they were shit on in reviews, and after playing through and beating it, yeah, was it fun? No, but was it terrible? Absolutely not. They were extremely well voice acted.
Yeah.
Good, good
That's that's how I
backstory.
feel about Pagan Min too. Like I feel like people shit on Pagan Min's character, but he was extremely well voice acted and well done
He's of course
from
a
4.
following up to
Yeah.
the protege of Voss, so like
Yeah.
he's kind of set up for failure.
Yeah,
It's like opening for the Beatles. Like
yeah.
you're screwed.
No, it's like the Beatles already went on and then you have to
Yeah,
go after
yeah,
the
yeah.
Beatles.
That's right.
You're
Yeah.
like they're like, "Oh, I mean, this is cool, I guess." But we just heard the
Um,
Beatles, so
yeah. The Highwaymen are cool. I think they're really well designed.
mhm.
I'm speaking on the story, gameplay, and the villains right now. I do like that they took the map, they cut it down,
Mhm.
and I understand that because you're redesigning a map and you don't want to have to do the whole thing. So this is where the nukes went off. This is the blast rate, or this is the danger zone for the radiation and the blast radius. So you can't go to that part of the map anymore. And I think that works out really well. It gave you a lot more content in the area that they designed, as opposed to making the whole map and giving you less in it.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
um,
They kind of made it smaller but made it make sense in the grand scheme of the
right.
entire map.
And that's what's so cool about it is like, it's the same map. Everyone gets hung up on that. It's like, oh, it's the same thing. Yes, but it makes sense, and it it works.
The best, what I think, like, my favorite part about it is I've noticed, not a lot, but I've noticed areas that I've seen in 5, a few areas that I've seen in 5, but otherwise, if I hadn't have seen those areas, I would have thought this is a completely brand new map with
Right.
just the foliage and the way that like the damage from the nuclear explosion, like how it altered the entire landscape.
Yeah.
It's crazy. And I just fought my first like elite boar. I think he's got like tree bark kind of scales and like.
Oh yeah, they look
like,
awesome.
Yeah, but it's like it's the same. Yes, it's in the same world. Yes, but it's also very much different. I don't know. I don't understand the reviews for that. For it. Just don't.
So my another thing I really liked about the story and the storytelling was, and I mentioned this to you last night.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of the story you'll miss if you don't read little notes. There's actually a huge question that gets answered, and you still you got to extrapolate a little bit, but overall, a huge part of the story that you would miss completely because they don't tell you.
Yeah, it's kind of like Dark Souls in a way.
Yeah,
where you have to find a great deal of the story. Like they give you a little bit with the bosses and stuff, but a lot of the story is found from reading and exploring. They kind of award you for exploring.
Oh hell yeah! No, and I'm learning about myself as a gamer. I learned that like if I can collect supplies to build up a town, it's not throttled. Like New Dawn's a little bit throttled. Like you have to get to a certain point in the story to upgrade further.
Yeah.
But like it's not that bad. Like you can just keep collecting supplies, and then when that unlock happens, you can just bomb everything and buy it all. I love that shit.
Yeah.
So really, the story was actually, I really enjoyed the story, but I'm gonna not touch on that. I don't like silent protagonists. I still don't like silent protagonists. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
We'll
update on your thoughts on the story once I finish it.
Yeah.
Which I'm gonna hit that. You can, after you beat the main story, you can go back and collect everything and do all the strongholds and stuff.
Correct. Yeah. Once you beat the main story, it pretty much just gives you
free reign.
The open world.
Cool. I might just knock out the story then.
I think the weapons were cool. They were creative. They were fun. They shot well. They felt good. I never used vehicles. I unlocked all of them. Never really used them.
I use them all the time.
Eventually, you get fast travel, and you can do stuff like that.
Yeah, which I don't have very many of yet.
We're getting close to the end of my notes here. I said to skip a lot. I just skip a lot. The graphics, I couldn't tell you if they were different. I don't really remember if it looks better than 5. I never looked at it.
I mean, I think it looks about the same to me.
Yeah, probably about the same. The one thing that I did like a lot, though, is they went with like the pink aesthetic and like the colorful kind of stuff instead of doing like the Mad Max like drab desert,
which I loved.
Does it make sense that everybody in the world looks like they are normal people living an everyday life, and that really for the most part everything's intact as far as like trees and grass and plants? I don't know, but it works and it makes it different than what it's a good change of pace from normal post-apocalyptic dusty drab setting. And
agreed.
Other than that, let's see what else I got here. Yeah, it's a great game. Even for 4, I'd have paid $40 if I had money when it came out, and then it was $20 when I wanted to buy it. So
yeah, I agree. It was definitely worth the $40. A lot of people, how they're saying that it's just like DLC for 5. I don't believe those people have played the actual DLC for 5, because that is way more condensed and not long at all.
Yeah. I'm actually looking into it. I might go back to 5. I might try to do 3 though. I know 3 is available, so I might try to play that again.
When you do 3, let me know. We'll go through it.
That would be nice. Yeah. And real quick, I took some noteworthy trophies that were a little bit on the more difficult side. I'll skip that one because it's kind of story related, but you have to get hills. in a row, it's kind of difficult.
Mm.
Pure Ninja, liberate a rank 3 outpost without being seen.
I want to do that one.
That one's tough. Master Skinner is skin every type of animal, and then there's also there is skin every type of animal, and then catch every kind of fish.
Yeah,
it's not even close to as bad as Red Dead 2 though. So I think there's like 25 animals you have to skin, and then my favorite is called Good Job Cap, and it's kill 5 enemies by throwing a shield at them, and it is hilarious.
I did one today because I saw that trophy.
Yeah, that one will come with time. It's just good, clean fun.
Yep.
But overall, I give it a pizza pie out of ice cream.
What? A pizza pie out of ice cream?
Yeah, that's what
that is unheard of. That is unheard of.
Yeah, I don't want to do a scale, but I definitely recommend that if you played Far Cry, if you like open world exploration, just buy it.
Even if you've never played a Far Cry and even if you've never played a Far Cry and like open world exploration, it's worth it. I would say pick up any Far Cry. Actually, I've never played 1 or 2, but I would pick up 3, 4, 5, or New Dawn, and Blood Dragon.
Blood Dragon.
Blood Dragon is one of my favorite ones. Just as how ridiculous it is. Dinosaurs with lasers.
It's just clean fun, man.
It's just good, clean fun, baby.
So I have a question for you.
Yeah.
We're going to switch the topic.
Topic me. What?
Do certain games become more fun when you have a guide?
Do certain games become more fun when you get a guide? Yes.
Because...
And I know where you're going with this, and I agree.
I am using a guide now for Sekiro, and I'm having way more fun.
I started using a guide, and I will agree with you.
Yeah. So here's my thesis.
Right?
Now, there's a lot of people, and I myself did kind of like a media blackout on FromSoft games, Dark Souls, Bloodborne, whatever, because you want to experience it for the first time, with no help. Yeah. Do you know how much shit I miss when I miss every side quest. I miss every good item. There's a lot of stuff that I would have never figured out had I not been told, especially in Dark Souls 1. So I mean, obviously this would be just kind of like an opinion thing, a preference thing, but I absolutely, and I'm not doing boss guides. I won't learn how to fight a boss, but I will I want to get the good ending the first time through. So sure as shit, I'm going to be doing the checking, and then you get the full story your first time through. You don't spend, a buddy of mine played The Witcher 3, spent 50 hours to beat it and got a bad ending. And he was like, what the fuck, So I absolutely think that using in a spoiler-free guide is obviously the way to go. I don't know if how hardcore you are into the Souls series, if you're a purist, or most people are like, no guides ever, no maps.
No I'm more of just like, I want to play it for, at least for the Souls ones. I'm just gonna go in blind, and if I need something, or if I'm lost, I'll look something up. I'm not like, I don't slam guides, but it's my preference to go in just like, I'm gonna go this way. If it ends up being somewhere I've been, I'll go back, or I'll just look up like random, like I'll just go to usually IGN comes up in the guide, like in the Google search,
the wiki guides, the old wiki guides.
So I'll just kind of like search through and be like, oh, where do I need to go? Oh, okay, so I should have took a left here, and then I'll just go back on my own. I won't like look for specific things. Right. But it also depends on the game. Like if I were to play a game like Final Fantasy, I would rather have a full guide, a full spoiler-free guide, to know where the best items are and stuff like that. But like in a game like Dark Souls, or Dark Souls 3 as an example, you find the weapons, you can upgrade your weapons, so you kind of have the ability to make decent weapons if you don't get the best weapons. Yeah. And it's also more skill-based. It's like,
you get an item for your weapon, you're like, should I use this now? Is this weapon going to be any good? Like, especially in any of the Souls games that require, like a Titanite slab, like the top level item, like, well, do I want to use this on my broadsword, or should I wait for a boss weapon? So that kind of stuff.
That's the kind of stuff that I would look up. But not
Ending.
like I wouldn't like sit there and look for every area and look up where all the little treasures are. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because it's like it's just a lot, and I mean, like I said, hold on one second. I just today I was playing, and there's a side quest with that big fat monk guy that's crying under a tree. Have you got to that guy yet?
No.
He's a sad man, and I was like, I want to help this sad man. And there's a way that if you can screw him over bad if you don't do a couple things right. I'm like, I'm glad I looked that up because now he's happy, and
You just
that
want
makes
people to be happy.
me happy. I just want to make people to be happy, and I want to kill some bosses.
That's all. That's what life's about.
That's what it's all about.
Making
So
people happy and killing bosses, boss bitches.
that's my stance on it.
Yeah, yeah.
And that game is just fucking hard, man.
Yeah.
That game is just it's
yeah,
tough.
I'm in what is the gun fort?
Yeah.
The guy with the guy underneath the head statue with the gun. He's got 2 health bars. He's like the 7. Oh god, I can't remember his fucking name. Let's see. It wouldn't be a podcast without looking up stuff.
Clickety clickety click. We got to know what we're talking about here.
Yeah. What the hell is his goddamn name?
Yeah, damn name.
Oh, yes, I'm using AdBlock. Who
course
doesn't use AdBlock in 2000?
Why do you even have ads anymore? Damn it.
What the hell is his name? Marino. Snake
guy?
Eyes. Snake Eyes Shirafuji.
Yeah.
That guy. Yeah. I am stuck on him. And I went and actually tried it yesterday, tried to beat him again, because I got the umbrella thing.
Yeah.
And still got fucked up.
So I use like 2 of the attachments. I don't even use it that much, which sucks.
The umbrella?
That's probably why I'm having such a hard time. No, I use the throwing stars, and because I'm gonna say shurikens.
Shurikens.
Yeah, shurikens. Shurikens. And the firecrackers. Like that's all I use.
Firecrackers are good stuff.
They're good for everybody.
Yeah.
And just so everyone knows, I play like, and I know you do too, Eric.
Mm-hmm.
Cosmic. I play like 5 games at a time, so I beat games months after they come out. So deal with it. We're talking about Sekiro and New Dawn. No, it's not February. It's still April.
Yeah, and I am also the type of person who starts a game. I'm really bad at starting a game, playing it for like an hour and then stopping it because something else catches my eye, or we all as a group start playing something else. I just need to sit down and play a single player game.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna probably finish Sekiro tomorrow if I can. And I
only really play when we're all on, so it's
yeah.
Crazy.
We haven't. You know what's funny is we haven't touched Apex very much, and that was kind of a jam. But
played it last
from
night.
what did we really?
Me and Alex did, and David.
Yeah.
We won our very first game, and then everything just went downhill.
You heard the numbers are dipping on that, right?
Yeah, sadly.
Which is to be expected. A new game comes out, a lot of people.
Well, also it could have to do with one of our topics from the Send News. Do you want to get into Send News?
Let's send some news, man.
Let's send some news. I'm gonna do that every time.
Maybe we can get like a real sound effect.
Yeah, maybe we could do that.
Or you could just record you doing that and then play that.
And just play it. I'm gonna start in the note that we're gonna segue into is actually halfway down my notes, so we'll start there. But the reason why Apex numbers could be dropping is because of the recent Fortnite update.
Yeah.
It's the Avengers Endgame crossover. It's got a special event mode where the good guys try to thwart Thanos and his super space pals, quote unquote. You can also pick up Avengers weapons through the maps to get assistance and more of an advantage against the Mad Titan. And I also put in another fancy note that says, just another reason to not play it. But that's for me. I'm kind of
So
off of
I'm
the Fortnite train.
yeah,
I've been off of that train. I was off of that train when they announced the Battle Royale, because Fortnite was so much fun. The single player was so much fun. The game is intuitive. It plays well, but every time you get into a Battle Royale, there's always someone who knows how to build better than you.
right. Yeah, no, I can't. It came out on the Switch, and this was back when I wasn't playing video games with anybody. I had no friends, and I was playing Fortnite a lot. It was really fun. It was really easy. Like you just play it. And I was playing it
Yeah.
on the Switch, so like I'd be playing it, and then go lay in bed and play it.
Yeah.
I had it made, and then I won once.
In a
I
solo?
in a solo, and it was down to three, and they were fighting, and I was chucking grenades, and then I had a minigun, and the dude had like a little tiny nipple of health left, and I just shot him once, and I killed him, and I was like, yeah, and
Yeah,
then I was done.
doggy.
And yeah, little doggy, I was done. I still like Apex. I'd like to play it. I
Yeah, I've
just
been wanting to get
there's
back into it.
so much single player right now to
Yeah,
get through.
it's stupid. Um, let's see what else. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go back to the top here. Did you hear? You've played Left 4 Dead, right?
Oh hell
One or
yeah!
two. Turtle Rock Studios, I believe, is one of the people or companies involved with Left 4 Dead. They are they announced but did not confirm a new game called Back 4 Blood. It's kind of like it's spelled BACK, the number 4, and blood.
Oh no way!
Yeah.
That's cool.
You can expect to shoot a shit ton of zombies with your friends, and with a name like Back 4 Blood, it seems like a clear statement of intent to be like Left 4 Dead 4. So I'm pretty excited for more news about that. I don't know. Did you like Left 4 Dead?
I really enjoyed the first one, and I played it a lot. It was just and even the multiplayer was a lot of fun. I know I had a buddy that was crazy into the multiplayer for that game.
Where somebody would be like you'd have like the team of zombies and the team of people.
Yep, it's four versus four,
Yeah.
and then you'd have the survivors, and then each of the enemies would pick. You could pick whatever special zombie you wanted, and then every once in a while somebody would randomly get picked to be the tank and just fuck everything up.
Yep.
So it is a good game. I would
Hopefully they have
like
something.
to see what they can do with it.
Yeah,
Because-
hopefully they have something like that multiplayer in Back 4 Blood. But we'll have to keep our eyes and ears on it and see what else comes about, and we will inform
Wow.
y'all when we get some of that more info.
Yeah, that was like one of the first Steam games I had.
The first Steam game I had was Counter-Strike Source.
Mine too. I remember I bought I was working at GameStop, and I bought it was like a Steam pack. I had like Half-Life, every Half-Life, and I think I had Left 4 Dead,
Oh yeah, I think I had Half-Life.
something like that.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah. And I know I'll kind of segue into my our next news. Another zombie game that I've been playing a lot of is World War Z, which is on the Epic Games Launcher. And speaking of Epic Games Launcher, I was on there when I had to re-update my computer, and I was looking for I was just looking through their store because I noticed that it had a couple games on there that aren't Epic games, and I was like, oh, cool, they have this, this, and this, and I forgot that there was that news that they were getting into the same kind of style as all the other launchers and putting different games on, and they're getting like exclusives. So the Epic Store launched in December. They are paying for a good amount of games. Like they have slated just to be on the Epic Games Launcher for PC is Borderlands 3, Division 2, which is already out, Metro Exodus, that's already out, and Anno 1800, just to name a few.
Dude, they're getting Borderlands 3 exclusive.
Yeah.
Wait, does Epic make that?
No,
No,
that's
that's
Gearbox.
2K. Gearbox.
2K and Gearbox. Yeah, but it's exclusively on the Epic Store for PC. It'll still be on the consoles like Xbox One, PS4,
For sure.
or PS5, depending on when it comes out. And the CEO, Tim Sweeney, claims that they would halt their plan of paying for games to launch exclusively on their store if Valve committed to taking smaller cuts from the Steam sales. So listen to this. This is gonna fucking floor you.
Freak me out.
Epic only takes 12% of proceedings, where Steam takes a fucking whopping 30% of the sales.
Yeah, I heard that.
And this doesn't make any sense, but it scales down to 20% for bigger titles. It just doesn't make any sense when it tends to make more money. Like, it's like they're like shitting on the little guys, you know what I mean?
Right.
Shitting on the indie games and all these smaller companies that make these smaller games. They're like, no, we're going to take more money.
That doesn't. I mean, I'm wondering if they're trying to, because every once in a while the indie developers catch lightning in a bottle, like Celeste and Undertale, and they blow up huge, and maybe they're just trying to get in
on the ground floor.
I mean, it's shitty either way, but
yeah, I mean it could be, but yeah, I agree, it's shitty. If all my games weren't already on Steam, I'd consider using other launchers, but
you're gonna have to if you want to play fucking Borderlands 3 on PC.
On PC, I'm not gonna be playing it on PC.
No, we don't do that here.
But Steam does have a stranglehold on the market and so many titles. I think they'll be okay for a while, but I also feel like they may have to budge if all the big titles go to the other launchers too.
Well, it's good for business. It's good for the consumer at least.
What is there a game that is there a game on your Steam library? Imagine there's a game on your Steam library that you haven't played that you really want to play, right? You put that in your mind, right? Okay. Imagine if that game was on a different launcher of a company that you've never heard of. Would you go over to that launcher and download it and buy it?
Probably, yeah. I mean, I've done it with GOG.
That's what's GOG?
They had that was like what Gwent was on at first.
Oh, okay.
Hold on, let me see here. GOG. I forget what it's called. Yeah, they got it's basically like, they have a launcher, they have games you can buy, but it's like Frostpunk, Hat in Time, stuff like that.
Yeah.
I would absolutely. I have no. Like you said, I mean, if I didn't have everything already on my Steam account, I wouldn't care.
So right, I think my point here in that question is, like, it doesn't matter to the hardcore gamers or the gamers who have hardware that can handle multiple launchers. It doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Right. So Steam's really losing out because these other people are giving us the same games for the same price, but taking a smaller cut of the sales. Why not? Why not put all these on? Epic is doing exactly what they should be doing, and Steam should take notice.
Yeah, I mean, they got, it's Epic launcher, right? So that's Fortnite, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. So they're already good with Fortnite.
They're printing money. They can afford to take less.
What other Epic Games did let's see.
Gears of War.
Did they do Gears of War?
No. Yeah.
Yeah, they did. Yep, they did Gears of War. I'm just trying to look for other games that they did that are big. Shadow Complex, but it was an arcade game. Infinity Blade, which was I think a mobile game.
Yeah, that game was dope.
Yeah, I loved that game. Infinity Blade 2. I had it for so long. Let's see. What else do they got? Jazz Jackrabbit in 94.
What do you didn't play Jazz Jackrabbit?
I didn't. I played Unreal, though, and Unreal Tournament. All the Unreals were Epic games.
Those are good.
Gears of War, Shadow Complex, Bulletstorm. Bulletstorm was also Epic Games.
Yeah, I remember that.
Which I have the definitive edition on my PlayStation. I don't think it's called definitive, but it's on my PS4. Oh, Infinity Blade 3 came out on iOS in 2013. That's so
Oh,
far.
2013? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I know. That's so long ago.
I was playing Infinity Blade 2 still.
And then Spy Jinx and the new Unreal Tournament is to be announced. But yeah, like you have all these decent titles. I mean, people already want to play your games. Might as well just put them all in there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Fuck it. I mean, what's
Fuck.
Steam hasn't put out a game themselves.
Yeah, they're
in as
legit.
long,
They're legit only
or
putting
Valve, I should
other.
say.
Yeah. Well, one. Yeah, one and the same. But like, yeah, they really don't have very much going for them
Although,
personally. So if everybody else were putting, if like if Epic takes all the games, then boom. What's Steam gonna do?
I mean, what's funny is it just seems more like an issue with the developers and the platform.
It's exactly what it is. No, not necessarily the. Well, yeah, the platform being Steam. Yeah. The issue is Steam's just taking too big of a cut, and
Yeah.
why? It's like I'm working for one GameStop, and just using GameStop as an example because we've both had experience there. I'm working for one GameStop. They're giving me $10 an hour, which is odd. And then this other this other GameStop offers me $12 an hour. I'm gonna fucking take it. You take what gets you more money.
Yeah, it makes sense to me.
Yep. But like last week when we were talking about the cathedral, I think we kind of hit the right amount of stuff to talk about for that. We don't want to drone on too much about it, but just I think that Epic is doing what it should be doing. If anything, putting pressure on the big titan that is Steam to change its ways, but I don't think that's going to happen. So, moving on to another update. Overwatch just got an update for their PTR, for their public test realm. It's called Workshop Mode. It allows players to dig into the game's logic to create custom modes and even tweak and tune heroes. They're not able to create new maps, models, or audio, but they have the ability to create custom servers, which you can use your new modes. Like if you can create new modes, I'm assuming deathmatch or just whatever kind of game mode you want.
You can set rules and whatnot. Like I saw one, like you can have like the floor is lava mode if you want, just so you can change
so cool.
values and stuff like that.
That's awesome. And then you can set the servers for anyone to join. It is available on PTR, so if you have Overwatch, I think that would be on PC. I don't think PTR is available on the consoles.
It is not.
Cool. Yep, check it out. And you have not picked up Anthem yet, have you?
Anthem?
Did you play with us with Anthem?
I played the demo with you.
Okay, you didn't get the actual game yet.
No.
Well, this will be for our friends who do play Anthem. So anybody out there who does play Anthem, they had an update that we all kind of didn't know, that we needed and knew we wanted. They added a new stronghold called the Sunken Cell, and they added a quality of life update, mid-mission gear changes. Fucking finally. For the longest time, when you get into a mission, you're in a mission, you land, boom, you can't change your gear. You're like, God damn it, I did not want this primer, I did not want this detonator, I did not want this gun is trash, this gun is trash. You couldn't change it. You'd have to leave the mission, go back to your forge, change everything, and then restart the mission. So now you can actually change your gear in mid-mission. Thank you. Great.
Yeah, I mean,
good news.
I know that they pushed back the release lineup for everything. They had all this extra stuff that they wanted to do, and I'm really glad that a lot of the developers kind of came out and were honest about what happened, because now it all makes sense.
Yeah.
So they're still working on more basic stuff, but if it's going to make the game better, hey,
do it.
Let's do it.
What's now moving on to our last piece in the Send news that I have. What graphics card do you have in your PC? I don't know.
I have GTX 1070.
1070.
Yeah.
That's actually what I have. Cool. Uh,
It's a good card.
the NVIDIA GTX 1650 is only $150 right now.
That's like 600 more.
That's like 600.
That's like 1,600 more GTXs.
That is, you are right on that one. Um, I just want to make sure that I'm looking at this. If it's a desktop one, yeah, yep, yeah. So I think that was on sale for a little bit, but I saw that and that's an insane sale, because that's what I got for my old PC. That's what I got my 750 Ti for back like 5-6 years ago. It's just crazy how much the prices go up.
Yeah. I was thinking about building a PC again, but then
Did you build the one that you have, or did you just update something?
I've updated it. It's really not even the same PC anymore. It's the same case, but other than that,
Was it a custom built one that you just updated?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I built it in like 2014,
Gotcha.
and I've gotten everything's new except the power supply in the case. Everything else has been updated.
Cool.
So,
Um,
but yeah, I'll
yeah,
keep that in mind.
for
Never
sure.
hurts to keep them parts
Updated,
hip.
upgrade. Um, that'll be it for our send news segment. Crash, I see you have a couple other things you want to talk about. It looks like you have little info on MK11.
Yeah,
Mortal
I
Kombat.
bought that. Very similar to Far Cry. I don't know if the graphics are any better, but they look really good
Yeah.
than 10. Um, Story is I'm still pretty early in it, but it has to do with merging timelines and
Hmm.
timeline manipulation. And one thing you need to learn about me is I hate that shit. I
You
hate
don't
that
like
shit.
time splitters?
I don't like when it's particularly like superheroes, which and I haven't seen Endgame yet, but I have a feeling it's gonna have some type of time travel that's gonna save the day, and that's just like then what's the point? You know what I mean?
It's
It's
like
like
retcon.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
like now everything yeah it does have cool interactions where you have old Liu Kang with new Liu Kang, and you have old Johnny Cage interacting with Johnny Cage from 94 or 97 or
Yeah.
96 or whatever, so that's cool.
The
But the
only
story,
time the only time I actually like the whole um like the timeline manipulation and stuff, it's not necessarily manipulation, but have you watched Flash on CW?
I have not.
They do it. I won't spoil very much if you're looking to watch it, but they don't do very much like manipulation. It's if they do go back in time or forward in time, particularly back in time, you see the consequences. You know what I mean? It's not like
Right.
they aren't able to go back and fix things. They go back and try to fix things, then fuck everything else up, which makes for
Yeah.
a good twist. So that kind of stuff I like when you see the consequences. It's much easier to do in a television show because you have so much more time to explain things, but
Yeah.
that's the only time I
I,
can really handle
yeah.
it.
So I don't fault Mortal Kombat for it. I know it can be done right, and it is kind of they're merging the timelines. It's not like no, you didn't. We didn't go back in time. They pretty much just put the timelines together and maybe just pulled the original guys forward in time is probably a better way to
I think what they wanted
visualize.
to do with that, if I haven't played it yet, but what it sounds like they're wanting to do is find a way to explain why you have the older versions in your new game.
Right.
You know what
Yeah.
I
I
mean?
mean, yeah. It's a mess, I think, but
How is the
I get
gameplay
it.
though?
It's awesome. It's real solid. It's the similar dial combo style. It's not like Street Fighter where you got to time things and you know, depending on your character animation, you hit your buttons. Really, it's just if you get a hit in, just throw the combo in. It's just about knowing combos,
Yeah.
and there is some stuff like timing with juggling. So if you hit somebody up in the air, you can juggle them by hitting them again before they fall, and it'll throw them back up. The fatalities are great, man. Cassie Cage is one of my favorite characters from Mortal Kombat 10, who is, I don't know if you played Mortal Kombat 10, but that's
Mm-hmm.
Johnny Cage and Sonya Blade's daughter.
Yep.
Um, her fatality, I'm going to describe it as best I can. She shadow kicks the opponent's heart out. So they got a big hole in their chest. She
Nice.
takes either hand and punches through the side of their torso and makes a heart with her hands. And it's just like, that
That's
is
awesome.
a lot more creative than some of the other ones I saw.
One of the one that I saw in a preview that was creative, it was like in all the ads on Facebook. One of them was Johnny Cage, where he goes to do, I can't remember the beginning of it, but he goes to like uppercut somebody, and he like hits him wrong, and the guy's like cut, and like a slate comes in, and then he tries it like 3 times, and every time he does it, he hits him, but the guy like goes back, and what he really wants to do is knock his head off and then hold it on his fist.
Yeah.
I would love to get it and play fighting games, but not really very many of us in our group play. So like I would be playing online, which is infuriating to me.
It can be. The story for the fighting games, it has a really good story because it has a story.
Well, Marvel vs. Capcom Ultimate, it's pretty good as far as story goes too.
Oh, is it? That did have a story too, didn't it?
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat's it's like full cutscenes, voice acted, like
that's how
long.
That's how like Injustice and Injustice 2 were, as far as because they're WB, I think, still, right?
Yep. WB games.
Yep. They do a pretty good job.
It's a lot of fun. I mean, you really do have to be. I would say for any fighting game, you have to be a fan of fighting games to want to buy it because the story is there, but for most fighting games, it's not. And I don't know how long it is, but there's a lot of unlockables, and a lot of people had problems with the microtransactions. And Jax's alternative ending for beating. Did you hear about that?
No.
So you beat the normal tower mode, like the normal, like not even the story. Every character has their own story where they become the keeper of time, and they can go back in time and change things to the way that they want. Jax decides to go back and end slavery in the United States.
That's interesting.
Not a bad thing, right? But for some reason, people were saying that the WB is promoting like white genocide and like all this like absolutely insane. Like I was talking with Sarah, made a great point. She's like, just because you end one bad thing, right? It's still a good thing. You end one bad thing, you're doing a good. Just because you didn't end everything else that has gone wrong with the world, doesn't mean that what you did was bad. So even at it just made no sense to me.
A lot of people like to take things out of
are idiots.
What is it called? When tunnel vision. Yeah. Like when you see one thing and you don't stray from that one thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just that was just something that I had heard that like, really, you guys, like this is your fight, huh?
Frill.
He does something kind of awesome, and okay, all right, guys, good luck with that. I'm gonna just keep playing the game. Jax is my main though, so
Jax is. You know what? I'm gonna have to get this, and we'll have to fight. Where did you get it on? PS4.
Yeah, PS4.
We'll get some reps in.
It's a whole lot of fun.
Fight stick or no?
No, I don't use a fight stick for this. Although you could.
Yeah, I think I have. Still somewhere
with the dial-up combo, and with like, I mean, it's not easy, but it's not Street Fighter level of input accuracy.
Side note, you know what you and I should do? We should fist fight in real life and then fatality each other.
Yep.
Nailed it.
Full on Mortal Kombat.
And this has been the Autosave. No, we should we should get together and play fighting games and practice like in the same room on the same PlayStation, get some burrs and some pizza, and then just play fighting games and then be like, "Hey, B Ward, come on over. We've never played this game."
Whoop his ass.
Yeah. Although he would probably pick the cheapest.
He bought Mortal Kombat.
Did he really?
Yeah, he has it.
Fuck. Well, we gotta practice.
It's too late. We're dead.
We gotta take down the A2 Brandon.
A2DS clan.
Yep. A2DS baby, and number Death Squad.
So yeah, I mean, I would recommend. I mean, even for you'd get a lot of enjoyment out of it for sure.
I would. Yeah, definitely. Because I did not want to stop playing Mortal Kombat Ultimate. Or, Marvel vs. Capcom Ultimate. I still have a little bit left to go in it. And I was getting fairly decent with it, so I'm excited to finish that too. You got any more notes? I know we don't have the top 10, so it's going to be a little bit of a shorter episode. So we talked about Days Gone. We talked about Sekiro. Talked about Mortal Kombat.
We didn't quite talk about Days Gone.
You didn't?
Not quite. Not to the point that.
All right.
I was raging a little bit early reviews because it's getting really mixed reviews.
Okay.
And for some technical issues, there's some technical issues that people are
experiencing
or having problems with. And I want to know where the line is where it's okay to make excuses for certain games but not for others, right? So
yeah,
let's just use Anthem for an example. It did get poor reviews, but a lot of people, and well, I guess a lot of people are buying Days Gone as well, but hypercritical of something that is probably going to be patched, and it's getting lower review scores but other games, I mean, I guess Destiny would probably be a better example. It got pretty good reviews as far as I remember.
Yeah, it did.
It just seems like, and it's Days Gone is also, I think, being held to the Sony exclusive standard, where if you're not,
if you're not Last of Us or
God
Uncharted,
you're garbage,
trash. Yeah,
I know I'm gonna love that game because, like I said earlier, stuff to upgrade stuff.
So that one more time, you just got cut out.
Like I said earlier, I get to drive around and collect stuff for a base. Well, I don't think you get a base, but a motorcycle and upgrading. I played about 2 hours of it, and I'm a big fan. It's a lot of fun.
Did you play Mad Max?
I played it for a little bit. I was actually gonna buy that. I have it on PlayStation Plus, but I want to actually have a physical copy of it.
Gotcha.
But I know that's like similar, and I was actually kind of craving something like that.
Yeah, I played like 2 hours of it, and I actually really enjoyed it. Another one I just have to get back to.
It was one of those games that I had always heard that it was good, but it was wicked cheap.
Yeah. Another game that just is free this month on PlayStation actually is The Surge, The Surge.
The Surge, yeah.
Which is something I want to get into and play too. Maybe I'll play that instead of Sekiro.
It's
a lot different. I played like 5 hours or 3 hours of it.
So you probably played more than me.
Yeah. I got into the first boss.
You get to the boss?
The boss?
The Surge.
I think it's the Surge, right?
Yeah, it's The Surge. I played an hour of it. Yeah. I wasn't in a Souls-esque kind of mood, so when I started dying a lot, I was like, fuck this shit.
Yeah. That's how, you know what? That's how I've been with Sekiro lately.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not in the mood to die a lot, so I'm not playing it, pretty much.
I have a quick recommendation.
Yes. Recommend me, baby.
Katana Zero.
Oh, you know what? I actually did hear that. I haven't looked.
It's on the Switch, and it's on the PC.
Oh, you know what? I did see this, too, and I did want to get it. How much is it?
It's $15.
That is not bad.
I strongly recommend this game. It is a love child between Hotline Miami and what was that ninja game? It was the side-scrolling one for PC. Mark of the Ninja. Yeah, Mark of the Ninja.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like Mark of the Ninja. It looks like that, but it's got the quick one-hit kills. So you get shot, you're dead. You get caught, you're dead.
Is it a roguelike?
No,
okay.
It's almost exactly plays like Hotline Miami, except it's a side scroller. So you get like a room, and your enemies are walking around in it, and you gotta use. But the whole thing is that you can control time. You can slow down time.
Oh.
And so basically, every failed attempt is your character like thinking forward in time of what would work, and then when you actually complete the level, it shows you the security footage of of you completing it.
Have you heard and or played Dead Cells?
Yes.
That's what that reminds me of it a little bit.
If you sped it up, made it one hit kills, and then shrink to the rooms, it would play almost exactly like.
Except for Dead Cells is a roguelike. Yeah, Dead Cells is a roguelike. Metroidvania.
I played the shit out of that on the Switch, and then I bought it on PS4.
Dead Cells?
I love that game. Yeah, the other game that I really love.
I do want to play Dead Cells and Katana Zero. I just forgot Katana Zero came out.
Yeah, it's Digital Devolver.
Yeah. So
they always produce really good stuff. Yeah. It has a sick soundtrack as well. It's got a really, really good soundtrack. So
does there a lot of those games do, actually.
Hotline Miami and the sequel that's easily combined. Those is my favorite soundtrack of any game ever. Fury. It's all like dark wave, like grindy, synthy stuff. So I love that shit.
They also did Enter the Gungeon too.
They did do Enter the Gungeon, which I have like no time in, because that's like more of a co-op game. I think.
You think so?
You gotta have co-op with that.
They have co-op. Oh yeah. Enter the Gungeon. Yeah, that's one I actually wanted to play too. It's split screen.
Oh, that's right. It is local.
Yeah.
Man, that's sweet.
Another reason for me to come over and play some games.
Man, I've been off all weekend.
Doggy. Maybe next weekend.
I work next weekend.
No, you don't. Not anymore. Not anymore.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen.
Called off for you. You quit.
I am not working next weekend. That's for sure.
Boom. All right.
What else you got?
Stuff. I got nothing else, bro. Braj.
I got more.
You do?
I got more.
Do you want to talk about it now? You want to save some stuff? The recent reviews for Enter the Gungeon are overwhelmingly positive on Steam.
The game is great, man.
Looks fun.
Let's rapid fire. I bought Doom. I bought Vampire. I bought Alien Isolation. I bought Wolfenstein New Order, which it was the first one. I reserved, these are old notes, but I reserved Days Gone. I bought Days Gone. I bought Mortal Kombat. I gave my brother my copy of Prey because he's got to play it. You got to play that game.
Yeah.
You got to play that game. It's just
I actually still have it on my discs down here. Let's see what games I have down here that I haven't played.
I got to see this.
They are so dusty. I beat Far Cry. I have Fallout 76. God of War I've beaten. Assassin's Creed Syndicate I have to beat.
I hear that game's dope.
Rise of the Tomb Raider, yeah, Syndicate's super fun. I don't know why I still have. I have a Realm Reborn Final Fantasy 14 because I can't trade it in. I want to get back into it, but it's $15 a month to play.
That's the way it goes.
You should. What you should get is Guild Wars 2. We should play that on PC. I need to beat Ghost Recon Wildlands. I need to beat Monster Hunter World. I need to beat Detroit Become Human. I need to beat Nier Automata, and I need to beat Prey.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pick a game for you. Be forced to write a book report on it.
Okay. You want to do that right now?
Let's do that right now.
Okay.
That's going to be your project.
Out of the games that I have?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna make you beat a game.
Okay.
And you're gonna tell me about it next week.
Okay.
Pick your top 3 games that you want to beat.
All right. Assassin's Creed Syndicate.
Okay.
Rise of the Tomb Raider. And does it have to be discs?
No, it could be whatever you want it to be.
And then New Dawn.
See, I'd say New Dawn.
Oh, you know what? No, I'm going to take a New Dawn out. I'm just going to go disc, and I'm going to go Ghost Recon Wildlands.
You said you're going to take New Dawn out?
Yeah, so I got Ghost Recon Wildlands, Rise of the Tomb Raider, and Assassin's Creed Syndicate.
All right, so I'm going to...
You should knock one out and then just go with the 2, and then go from there.
All right. So we're gonna knock out Ghost Recon.
Cool. I mean, not cool. I love that game, but
that's why. I'd say go with Tomb Raider.
Tomb Raider?
Just beat Tomb Raider. Finish. How far are you in?
Not very far, actually, so it's good.
All right, it's perfect because it's not very long. It's a good game.
Yeah, but I feel like Tomb Raider is the kind of game that I would want to do everything in.
Then do everything in it.
Cool, sounds good.
Just get that guide. Get a guide up on your if you got set up next to your computer, like level 1. Where's all my secrets? All the secrets.
Now, am I just beating the game or am I platinuming the game?
Well, if you said you want to collect everything.
Yeah.
I would say just beat it. I just beat it. Although I know our buddy Slow Bro has the platinum on it.
Does he?
Yeah, I think he said because we talk about it. And I did everything in that game. So.
All right. Well, looks like I'm playing Tomb Raider tonight for a little bit.
Get it done. It's a good. I've beaten the trilogy, and that one is probably my second favorite.
Your first favorite being the first one.
The first one, yes, I love that game. Was so good.
I heard that the third one was better than the second one.
It probably is. This one's a lot more focused on puzzles and exploration, which I can respect. But I really liked the shooting, so
okay. All right.
It was like
Well, you know what?
It's
good. It's good. Okay.
It's good.
All right. Now with my book report, I think we'll hop out today. You run through your notes. We ran through our news. I have a homework assignment that I have to actually get to right now. So
get on it.
Next
I'll be
week.
Online.
Next week, yeah, we'll pop over to a party.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, we're gonna.
And
pop
if
over
anybody
to
listening wants to find me on the PlayStation Network, I go by Throat Poker.
And I go by Dillyrom. Dillyrrom.
Dill like my face.
That being said, you can catch me on Instagram, Cosmic KZMIIK. 2 eyes like my face, gaming, Cosmic Gaming. You can catch Crash Fist Fight where on Instagram?
At Crash Fist Fight Live at Instagram. I haven't posted in a minute, but get at me.
Get at me. You can catch us at twitter.com/autosavepod. You can catch us also on Gmail, the Autosave Podcast at gmail.com. And you can send us any notes, tweet us any tweets, send us any emails, get us some questions, some shit you want us to talk about. Maybe if you want to give us, if you want to be on our podcast, let us know. We'll give us like a one paragraph why you should be on the podcast. And
we'll pretty much just take anybody.
Don't tell them that.
We'll take anybody. Just come on in.
Dick pics. I mean, what? Yeah, but hit us up on some of our social media platforms. Hope you guys like our new photos here and our new backgrounds and overlays and stuff. That being said, we will catch y'all next week. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for waiting and hanging out. And you guys have a good night to Rooney, baby.
Later, Tater.
Later, Skater Tater.
Boop.
Boop.